everyone, this is Janice, the Crafting Geek, and I wanted to make a card today. And the reason I'm making a card is I was playing with some techniques that I had a piece of cardstock, and sometimes you just tend to play. And I was doing a little distressing, and I pulled out some inks, and I just purchased this probably about a month ago or so. It was really cheap. It was a couple of bucks, maybe $7. And I wanted it because I was doing the sour cream container little gift boxes. And I'm thinking I can probably use with more, so I started using it more and more on cards. And my last card that I posted, I actually used it. But in this case, this is what I did. And it was really easy. And I'm going to do a really quick show you how I did it really quick. And I'm doing it on a piece of scrap paper because I wanted to just show you just a really quick technique that I started using. Basically, you use it normally like you do, then you run it the opposite direction. Whoops, I'm having technical difficulty here. Here we go. Run it the opposite direction, and then, here, let me cut this a little smaller, because you can't do this on a big piece of paper. And then you do it on a diagonal. And what it actually achieves is you start getting, let me put this up close, you start getting almost like a really cool pattern. And then what I did was, after this part, I ended up spraying it with some glitter mist chalkboard. I sprayed it, and then I used my heat gun and I dried it down. Then the next thing I did was I put a piece of, or I embossed a stamp set that I had, just little flowers. I embossed them here in black and heated that up. And then I did that several times, actually. I just kept, after it was heated, I would put more embossing powder on it. It was clear embossing powder, just to really build this up. And then I basically just took my ink pad and I ran it across the top, as you can see. And it hit just the raised areas. And then I put embossing powder on it. So then, now those are a little more embossed. And then I went along the edges and did the same thing and embossed the edges. And then I just stressed them a little bit with some ink. And it came out to be a really cool piece of paper just from playing. So what I decided was, I think I need to make a card that really will showcase this. So I decided to make a spring card. It's spring and everybody is just kind of on edge. They want spring to be here, so I decided, let me make a card and then I'll just randomly send it to a friend. So here is a piece of paper tray ink. This is, I believe, lemon tart. And I just cut the 8.5 by 11 in half. And let me fold it. And this is a piece of paper that came from the Matte Stack Die Cuts with a View Pocket Full of Posies. I just love Matte Stacks because I'm a card maker and it's just easier. And I just thought that having Matte Stacks, you have such a variety of paper. And then I'm just going to punch the edges. I have a corner edger. Okay, and I have some paper tray ink. Let me grab my scissors. Lemon tart ribbon. Now this is a really simple card. It's just a hello card. Let me... Oops. Okay, have a problem here. Here we go. I like the pattern of this paper. This paper is so cute. If you're looking for some really inexpensive matte stacks, I just placed an order this morning, as a matter of fact. Scrapbook.com. they have mat stacks. And this is where I got this particular mat stack for $2.50. And you go into all the other big name stores and they're a lot more than that. So I'd rather put my money towards products that you can only get at certain places. Like I'd rather put it into, you know, if I'm going to make a really nice card, I'd rather put the money into the paper. So let me put this on here. Isn't that a pretty pattern? I just think that's pretty so far. So, and this one I have, again, this is probably from one of either scrapbooks.com or Dollar Scrapbook, I think it's dollarscrapbooks.net or something, but it's a little bee. How cute is that? It's just a little brad. So I'm going to put this on here. Let me stamp it, or stamp it, put a hole. How cute is that bee? Look at that. And then we put some dimensionals on this to raise it up a little bit. I hope I'm in shot here. Isn't that cute? Okay. The longest part of this entire card is honestly making this little piece of paper. And let me put this here. How cute is that? And I'm going to stamp. I have, this is from Stamps of Life. Love these stamps. I'm sure I've said it a million times. I love her stamps. And I don't have all of them yet, but I will eventually. And this just says hello. Really simple. I'm going to put it on here, and I'm just going to cut this out. What's really nice is, especially this particular stamp set, they all have like a little bit of a border around them, so I'm just going to cut them. I don't need to have anything precision here. Going back to the old-fashioned way that we used to do things. There we go. Okay. Isn't that cute? It just says hello. And I'm going to have dimensionals. Not really high dimensionals. I think these might be 1/16 of an inch. They're really small. Okay, here we go. And the last thing is, I think I need a bow right here. Get all this out of the way. And I always tie my bow before I cut it off. That way I'm not wasting a lot of ribbon. Okay, let me cut this a little smaller. There we go. And there we go. My card for the day. It just says hello, and it's a great spot to put. You can even put in a little white piece of paper to write a note, but I just thought it was cute. I wanted to highlight this technique that I was using. Someday I'm going to do it in front of a camera, but it was just really took a long time. So there you go, just a little card. Play with some of the tools. I think that's probably what I'm trying to get across today. Play with some of the tools. Pull out techniques that you haven't used in a while. You know, we tend to forget. We go with all the newest, latest, and greatest, but we tend to forget some of the tools that, you know, scissors and the little corrugated that we used to use a long time ago. I didn't, because I just purchased it, but I know a lot of people out there have. So here you go. Have a wonderful day. Remember to visit me at thecraftinggeek.blogspot.com, and I look forward to creating more videos for you in the future. Have a wonderful day. Take care.